Welcome. So it's a bit bright, but anyways, we've got the last bit of sun for the evening. And so we're continuing with the decree. So we did part one, which is the welcome. So it's really important that you follow it in stages because it all is creating like a security. So for me, having a secure attached nervous system and for your body to feel secure is really important with the work that I do. And so these sessions, this is a series, and I do them in person, one-on-one, or with small groups. But everything that I do, there are free options on YouTube. And then I post on other socials, but the all the main stuff is on YouTube. So, okay, so we're going to continue with the decree. And the decree is a sovereign energetic severance. 3 and 4D is all about interference. So it's constantly interfering with your nervous system, your body, your mind. Your mind goes, it's like madness in the mind. And it is an interference. And this has been going on for about 2000 years. Okay, so now we are going to do things that are going to sever that interference to the root cause so that you can have some rest and you can actually sleep at night and rest, and that your body isn't in a constant agitation. The body is not the problem. The body is the solution. The body shows there's something happening that is interfering with my system. There's something going on that is not source and that needs to be removed. Okay, that's the body's message. The body is the messenger, and the body is fed up. But the body is in service to source. So the body is always trying to help. So part one did a welcome, which is describing what the decree is. So it's not a ritual, it's a command. And it is a severance of energetic cords. So this is energy work. And why would you need to do this? It's because cords are irritating. They irritate the nervous system, they irritate the mind, and then you're constantly in a state of agitation. So we're doing this energetic severance so that you feel peace, you feel relief, and that you're able to stabilize in 5D, which is a vibration, much more easily. We're wanting now not that you've reached 5D, which is a vibrational state of being, but we now want to remain in 5D. Okay, so no more going 5D, 3D, 4D, and kind of like up and down and up and down and up and down. So we want our energy not to be looping either, to be repeating the same patterns over and over again. Okay, so a, a decree is you are stating what is and what is interfering with your system. And the most powerful thing we can do now in 2026 is claim all technology in source's name, because we are using technology all the time, and technology is the interference. Technology was created for 3 and 4D interference, especially 4D. So we think that as soon as we get out of 3D, which is like quagmire, whew, we're going to relax in 4D, and that's not the case. There's more agitation in 4D. So I'm just going to close this window. Talking about interference, I was hearing like a buzz of a plane that was really loud. So I just want to close the space, even though the fresh air was nice. So part one was a welcome, and important to know why you're doing it and why you would choose to do this. Okay. And then part two is naming your space and then claiming your space in source's name with the name of your space. Okay, so you're claiming your space. You're not waiting for somebody to come around and say, "Are you sure this is your space?" It's like, "Yes, this is your space, and this is your body. This is your consciousness, your state of being, and nobody is to mess with your space and with your sovereignty." And I can feel that the activation just saying that in my third eye. So you can see it as like kind of like ping, like I was like went on fire, right? Because I'm doing these videos and I'm like been repeating this. So it's really important every morning to claim your space, at least, every day. So a little bit of salt. Okay. And then some essential oils. So you can use rosemary, mint, tea tree is also good, and any good brand. And then I put some cloves in this, and then it's just like a little spritz bottle with water. And then you just spritz the corners, the four corners of each room. And then the plants also hold a vibration. So the rue plant is the one that has been spoken the most in 2000 years of all the plants. But I keep like a little mint plant in my workspace and in my room, and then sage as well. So you can do white sage, you can do mint. Rue is the one I don't have it yet, but I will order it. I couldn't find it locally, and I actually have to order it from Ontario, from Vancouver. So I kept going to the nurseries and asking, where do you have the rue plant? And they're like, no, but I found a place that has been having the rue plant for multi generations in Canada. So I'm going to order from there. So I found that. What else can I say? So we're claiming not only our sovereignty, but we're also claiming our space and the energetic vibration of our space. Because when the energetic vibration of our space, it agitates our nervous system, which then activates the mind, right? So the mind is created in the material world, which is 3 and 4D. So it's done on purpose. You agitate the body, then the mind activates, and then all of a sudden you're feeling anxious, or you're feeling angry, or you're feeling sad, or you're feeling grief, or you're feeling shame. And then, you can't get up, or you can't get motivated to do the things that you want to do. And we can really see, like, just even for me, it's like I can see my third eye is like on fire. Okay, so this is decree, the most important decree for 2026. Okay, for anchoring and maintaining 5D frequency. Technology is everywhere. Technology is the interference of 3 and 4D. So, in order to feel calm in our bodies and our nervous system, you know it. You start scrolling on social media and 3 hours have gone by. How is that possible? When you watch a movie, at least you know it's an hour and a half or 2 hours. But social media can take, hours, hours and hours and hours. So the technology decree is really important. Okay. So say we're going to call in the team. So I always start connecting with the heart, connecting with the inner body. Good. And we're going to connect with our higher self. And you can say higher self of unconditional love to get used to. I got like a thumbs up on my video. Sometimes your higher self affirms, on Zoom. So we got a thumbs up. So call in our higher self of unconditional love. And then you can name guides of unconditional love, and you can name them specifically. But I would say the guide's name, like you could say Yeshua in Source's name, or Yeshua Yeshua of unconditional love, or Mother Mary, Miriam of unconditional love, or Buddha of unconditional love. Whoever you have an affinity for, and you'll know who you have an affinity for because you will reach out to them or you will think about them. So we call them in, connecting with our heart, connecting with the inner body, and then of course connecting with Gaia. And Gaia is New Earth. And so let's connect to the crystalline grid of New Earth. Okay, so we're grounded, we're secure. Our home or our space or workspace has a name, and that we're claiming it in Source's name. And we affirm, so you can say this out loud. I affirm only Source enters here. All else is refused entry. And claim your plants in Source's name. Claim your essential oils spritz in Source's name. Claim all the four corners in Source's name. So we basically are going to bombard 3 and 4D in Source's name. And just think about how much you're helping people by doing this, because if your space is secure and you're claiming technology in Source's name, imagine the bandwidth of that. Okay, so if you really want to help the planet, help Mother Earth, help Gaia, help your local human beings, heart-based beings that are emanating source frequency, if we all did this, it would be so impactful. Okay, so let's get started. So we're going to speak out loud over every instrument. And if you can hold the instrument in your hand, that is always the best. Like this microphone, I claim this microphone in Source's name, but actually touch the microphone. I claim this computer in Source's name and I'm actually touching my laptop. So I claim this computer in Source's name. I don't have the router in this room, so I claim the router in Source's name. I claim the internet connection in Source's name. Good. I claim Zoom because I'm filming on Zoom. So I claim Zoom in Source's name. That's mostly where I work from, is from Zoom. I claim YouTube in Source's name. I claim all social media in Source's name. I claim AI in Source's name because we're using AI a lot now. So I said that with my microphone. I claim my microphone or headphones in Source's name. I claim the camera, and you can actually physically touch. I don't want to like poke out at the video, but you can actually physically touch the camera. I claim the camera in Source's name. I claim the microphone in Source's name and actually touch it. I claim every cable. So you can actually like lift up the cable. I claim every cable in Source's name. It's a bit tangled here, so I can't pull it up too far. I claim every cable, outlet, power cord, electrical current in this space in Source's name. I claim the Wi-Fi frequency in Source's name. And you can feel like my body's like, I can feel it all moving. I claim 3, 4, and 5G towers in Source's name. The 5G towers went up in 2020. So I claim my printer in Source's name. And speaking it out loud, your voice has a frequency. And the decree is a command. You're not asking permission. You're stating a fact. I claim all smartphones, computers, watches, earpods, surveillance, smart meters, smart vacuums, smart doorbells, home tech systems, home alarms, home security cameras in Source's name. I claim the atmospheric space in Source's name. I claim ChatGPT and Claude in Source's name, or Deep State, NEAI. I claim my website. So if you have a website, claim your website in Source's name. I claim all technology that is in the air in Source's name. I claim all technology in the walls in Source's name. I claim all technology in the ground in Source's name. I claim every transmission channel, all in Source's name. I claim all my banking, e-banking, banking apps in Source's name, which rolled out in 2000, right? They said, oh, all the banking is going to crash in 2000. But what happened is the technology of banking, we used to have to go into the bank, but now we can do everything digitally online. And this is especially important for traders, like day traders and traders, to claim um, the technology in Source's name. So I claim all banking, bank apps, bank transfers, and all bank accounts in Source's name. Only Source transmissions move through these instruments. No interference, no looping, no disconnections, no interruptions. The technology serves and then the name that you named your home, your work exclusively. It's sealed completely. Everything thrown at this channel and this claimed technology refracts back to source and then to sender. So everything is going from source, and then source emanates. And then in the name that you named your home or your space, in source's name. And then the main kind of like instruments in terms of like our body, we can just name them quickly. So I claim my eyes in source's name. I claim my hearing in source's name. I claim my voice in source's name. I claim my internal experience of my own transmission in source's name. No looping, no plugging, no distortion. What I transmit is crystal clear. And what I hear of my own transmissions is accurate. So all is claimed in source's name. And that's it. So that's the technology decree. And so that is something that you can choose to do. What my suggestion is that you do it first thing before you touch your phone. I claim this phone in source's name. I claim the microphone in source's name. I claim the camera in source's name. Right? Because we know how intrusive they are, because we can't even take our batteries out of most phones. Like I have an iPhone, can't take my battery out. It's going 24/7. So that frequency is going 24/7, even in airplane mode. And sometimes even in airplane mode, it gets turned back on, right? So claiming the Wi-Fi, claiming the atmosphere, and claiming the towers. And that's the technology decree. So that's part 5 of Seer and Higher Self decree. And this one is specifically the technology decree. Thanks for being here. And we'll see you in the next one.